Yeah, well, there's a big movement in our industry towards moderation, but also just not drinking. THC, CBD drinks have really come to the forefront. Tinctures with adaptogens, feel good things, legal things. But with the rise of these non alcoholic cocktails and beers, you're seeing a lot of people substitute a drink here or there. Restaurants are getting better and better all the time about having mocktails on the menus, and they're getting really good at it. And so I think that, especially with the generations that are coming behind us, there'll be a lot less drinking, I would say. It just in general, like the baby boomers and our generation. I don't know if you're my generation X or not. Okay, because I feel like our generation just followed the baby boomers. We just did okay, we'll just do whatever they did. It's the
Well,
millennials that came in
I think
swinging.
in general, overall, I think people are doing better about educating themselves on health, and they're interested in, for better or worse, sometimes depending on, what resources people are using to educate
Sure.
themselves. But I think there is, with the internet and the ability to kind of educate yourself on a lot of things, I think there is a push towards trying to kind of be a little bit healthier, understand the full repercussions of either alcohol abuse or smoking, and anything like that that can increase your kind of health issues. And we're seeing less cases of, smoking has been a lot less prevalent as we learned a lot more about the risks of smoking. And so I think that's the other thing is there's not really a good way to be able to say what is the safe amount of alcohol that doesn't increase your risk. And so in a lot of those cases, they just say, okay, the healthiest thing is then just don't drink. If we're not sure if it's going to be a problem for you or not, then of course the safest thing is not to drink.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that makes sense, But I think it's you look at all the processed foods people eat and all the other garbage out there, and it's like,
Right. Yeah. But
why is
it's
that
not,
not cancer risk?
but I mean that's a part of it too, is what we were talking about,
Yeah,
on your list.
yeah,
Obesity is definitely a risk, and part of that is just we that may be getting into the just how hard life can be sometimes, when it comes to finding healthy, balanced foods can be really challenging. But in
yeah.
general, like I said, in most times I don't mind if the patients have a cookie or a slice of cake or some ice cream, things like that. So again, I don't want them eating that for every single meal of the day and that be the only
Right.
part that they get any nutrition. That's how anytime, because that's a big question that a lot of my patients will ask me is like, oh, I've heard that we need to do intermittent fasting or that I need to cut out all sugar and things like that. And so I say, you're going to hear a million different recommendations about a million different diets that this feeds cancer or this kills cancer. Or you need to eat this, but not this. And that's going to solve all of your problems. And
Right.
the problem is we're not going to really ever have robust data on kind of any supplement or an exact diet or anything like that. So in general, a standard healthy diet, get some fruits, get some vegetables, get some good lean meats, all of that. But you can still have your coffee in the morning. You can still have, a dessert here and there. You can still have a cocktail here and there. And overall, if otherwise your health is good and there's nothing else that I have any concerns about, I don't think that is going to be the difference between you responding to your treatment or the risk of your kind of disease coming back, when there are so many other modifiers, such as, having that routine exercise, continuing on your medications, continuing on your surveillance, that's going to be so much more important day to day than, again, a cookie every once in a while or a glass of wine every once in a while.
Well, that's that good. I don't really crave sugar very often, but I do love chocolate and I love peanut butter and I love oats. And so I'll do a peanut butter oat chocolate cookie every once in a while.
That sounds
or make,
amazing.
Yeah, make them without sugar, and I just put them in the freezer, and I'll just have one every once in a while. You know, it feeds the need.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. And I figure it's got oats in it, so it can't be too horrible, and it's got protein in it, so it's not,
You, you can paint it however you want to do it. I'm saying it's fine, regardless.
Oh, awesome. Well, this has been really fun. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
for,
I enjoyed talking with you.
yeah, no, this is really great. I really appreciate just helping spread the word and educating us on from a doctor, right? Not from necessarily a morning news show. It's from someone that's active in the community helping patients every day. So I really appreciate it, and I've learned a lot. So I thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's my absolute pleasure. And I guess if you have any other questions in the future, you think anybody could reach out to me. Again, I'm at Texas Oncology at Medical City in Dallas.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hayes.